So just to say hi, my name is Evo at Realitycraft. I've been doing this sort of thing for a very long time. I've been teaching interactive media and been a producer in both traditional and interactive media for over 20 years. I have been working in generative media now for the last 3 or 4 years. And what we're going to do is be exploring a little bit of what's coming up as a generative media summer camp and tell you how you can participate. But I also want to give you just a little bit of background into the kinds of things that we are going to be exploring together. So what we're going to be exploring includes things like LLMs, image generators, video generators, and audio generators. Each of those you've probably heard of before. LLMs, or large language models, are things like GPT-4 or Claude or Llama. You might have heard of open source tools for image generation as well as for video generation. So we're going to be talking about how to form your own generative media toolkit and sort of where these ideas come together in terms of world building and concept design. So this AI generative summer camp is really designed to help you assemble your own toolkit and understand which tools are going to be effective for you. I am the author of Promptcraft. Promptcraft is a guidebook on how to write effective prompts for all types of generative media. And we're going to be exploring some of these ideas in the first part of the summer camp. But then we're going to go ahead and use all of these elements in different ways. And we're going to be exploring lots of different use cases: digital twins, recreations, simulations, things that might need to use video to create something that happened a long time ago, like a recreation of a historic scene. Digital twins are also used in things like climate simulation and looking ahead, thinking about disasters, for example. So these are all methods in which generative media can inform a real physical process, whether that's with public work, with agencies, and with governments, but also with the public in general. Thinking about animation and where it may be appropriate or maybe not appropriate to use specific types of animation in your work. We're going to explore videos and transitions, creating alternative realities and worlds, and thinking about all of these use cases in light of your own creative work. So this is a summer camp. We're designed as a cohort to make it pretty fun and playful. We're going to be combining these sort of ideas in a virtual design lab and coming together into sessions. One session is going to be happening throughout July and then another in August. So you can bring your own art and ideas to the table. And what we're going to be doing is exploring a process of Realitycraft. Now, this is a process I teach in my private workshops as well. And each of these conversations and questions are something that we are going to unpack together throughout the course. What this is going to look like are conversational sessions where we talk about an inquiry-based approach to design that uses generative media tools in effective ways. And that includes asking for consent, listening with the people we're working with, how to interact and engage effectively, how to say yes to the right things and maybe say no to the things that aren't going to work for you and the types of creative work you're trying to do. Whether you're creating a fictional work or something that is playing a scenario ahead, I want you thinking about the transformations and what changes in your work. So this can be a wide variety of things. If you're curious and diving deeper into the theoretical and the why, I'm in a movie that's out now. It's called AI Evolution. You're welcome to go and check it out, where we dive into some of these questions together. So whether you're curious about some of the technical terms that happen with generative media and AI, now this is only one form of AI. We're not going to be diving into all of the different types of AI, like procedural game design, in this particular cohort, but we are going to dive into some of these ideas. What is a seed? Why does resolution matter? And things like changing of a simple thing like aspect ratio and how that can affect your creative work long term. So we're going to also talk about things like consent and collaboration. And these are very tricky topics in AI. So these are conversational opportunities for you to meet with other colleagues as part of a cohort. And I want to invite you into this cohort. I'm going to be hosting it on Maven in July, and you can sign up now. I'm going to give you just a little bit of information on how to do that. So, if you're curious about how to answer these kinds of questions with your team, whether you're thinking about building a whole new world or using these tools effectively in your current workplace, I'm here to help you create the worlds you want to live in. I do this work internally inside companies. I will go and bring a training to you and your team, as I have done with a couple of Fortune 500s and with governments as well, and thinking ahead about where those actions might play out for you and your team as well. So, if you want to join us for the AI Summer Camp, it is going to happen as a cohort in July, and we are currently also scheduling the cohort for August. However, I could really use your feedback to make sure we schedule that at a time when everyone can join us. So, if you want to hop on, you can go to maven.com now. Realitycraft is where you're going to find our courses. And this first cohort is called Generative Creativity. We're going to be looking at AI tools, but it's really about your own human creative spirit here. So thank you for joining me. I'm Evo at Realitycraft. I'm looking forward to helping you get started in the field of generative media creation and bringing your visions to life. If you have any questions or you want to reach out to sign up on the Maven course, I'm going to go ahead and put that link in our conversation here. And I hope that you will let me know if there's any way I can support you in your generative work in the future. Again, I'm Evo. This is Evo Haining at Realitycraft. Thank you so much for joining.